Hello, in this video we look at Bhagavad Gita Chapter 2 verse 16. Na sato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah ubhayorapi drishtontastvanayost tattvadarshibhi. I'll read it again with the text up. Na sato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah Ubhayorapi drishtontastvanayost tattvadarshibhi. Vidyate. It's from our well-known root vid, which it's our one that's the same in comes into Latin in unchanged form. Videre, from which you get video and vision to see. It's the same. It's the same root that has come into English as wit in the sense of knowing something, unwittingly, unknowingly. It's the same root which gives us the verbal noun Vedana, which has a specialized meaning among the Buddhists. It's the Vedana is the sensation resulting from a sense contact. Vedana actually then is it doesn't exactly mean knowing as a mental thing. It's the Vedana, it's when as it were, the senses of the body know that something has made contact with it, whether by touch or any of the other senses. So the Vedana actually is cognate with our English word witting. So it's when the body, just the body rather than the intellect, kind of knows that something has happened. So you could see it's well translated by the word sensation. So here, this root rather vid, back in ancient times, I mean pre-Vedic, seeing and knowing were virtually synonymous ideas, and you can see how both meanings could be contained within the same root. This is the passive form, vidyate here. It's regularly formed passive. The sign of the passive is placing the y after the root, vidyate, and the passive, of course, is always in the atmanepada form. So vidyate, it is known literally, and if something, and often in that sense, it's used in a negative sense. Navidyate means literally it is not known, but what it in fact means is there is no such thing. It doesn't exist. So bhava, being, na asato vidyate bhava. So bhava na vidyate asataha, or bhava asataha na vidyate, the being of that which is not known, which is in a sense a double negative, which you can translate as we've done here as the unreal, that which is not, has no existence. So it's almost pleonastic, or tautologous, I should say, that the non-existent does not exist, but the unreal, that which is not, has no bhava, has no being, has no existence. This, I'll just call up the iPad for you. Oh, I think I've lost connection with the iPad. Just bear with me while I get it back. Here we are. Previous one. So, asato. Here, in fact, it's in the form, na asato vidyate bhavo. It's asato. It's original. It's asata, and then asato by Santi. Asataha. It's from the root. So sata. The root is as. It's a little bit irregular. Because sometimes this first vowel, the only vowel, drops out. So he, she, or it is, it's class 2 verb, is regular. Asti, he, she, or it is. You would expect to see plural asanti, but no, what happens is the a drops off. By the way, this a, the first a, is nothing to do with the negating a. So santi means they are, not asanti, remember, just santi. We see exactly the same phenomenon in Latin, where third person singular, he, she, or it is. Plural, they are, sunt. And we see exactly the same reflected in the languages derived from Latin, Italian, e and sono, French, pronounced e and son, Spanish, es and son. So this asti, santi, from the irregular verb, bit irregular verb, is reflected pretty exactly in the very irregular verbs of Latin and the languages derived from Latin. So santi. Now we are going to make a present. So santi means that they are. We're going now from this santi. We're going to make the present participle, which stem form is sant. That's just the stem form. It doesn't exist as a word. That's the stem from which it's made. And so we get the present is san, imperfect, santam, genitive, sataha. San is a masculine form. The neuter form is sat. So sat is a present participle from the verb as, to be, and it's that which is, that which has being, that which has being. Asat, and it can be used as a noun. So asat, here the a now is the negating a. Nothing to do with the as and asti there. This is, so you have the word sat now as a present participle adjective, also as a noun, that which has being. And asat therefore means that which is not, the non-existent. It also means that which is unreal, untrue. We have that beautiful Hindu chant, Asato ma sadgamaya. So sad also has the meaning not only of that which is, that is the original meaning, but it also has the meaning of that which is good or that which is true. So that which is and good and true have these meanings all rolled into one. So ablative genitive and ablative are the same here. So asataha, of the untrue, of the non-existing. Ma, which is an alternative form of ma, meaning me. So asatahma becomes asatoma. Sat. Gamaya, literally make go. Here it means join me, lead me, make go. Gamaya. So sat gamaya by sandhi becomes sadgamaya. So asato ma sadgamaya, from the untrue or from the unreal, lead me to the true, the real. Here in the verse we're looking at, it's the same asata as in asatoma sadgamaya. It's the same word, but here with a slightly different meaning. Here it simply means that which does not exist. By extension, of course, the unreal, the untrue. So na vidyate literally is not known, therefore it does not, it is not, there is no bhava, there is no being for the asataha, for the non-existent, for that which is not, which is unreal. The second pada says the same thing but reversing the negatives. So na abhava vidyate satah, na, nor vidyate, nor is there abhava, non-being, satah, for that which is, for that which truly is. So these satah here, asatah, and satah are both genitive forms. So there is no bhava for that which is asat, and similarly, there is no abhava, there is no non-existence for that which is, for the sat, for that which really is. Ubhayorapi drishtun tastvanayostatvadarshibhi. Bit of a tongue twister with the various occurrences of sandhi here. But the anta, which is antaha, masculine noun, so the nominative ends in a visarga, antaha, but the visarga becomes a sa before the following ta. And the tu here means because or for, so there's no existence for the non-existing and so on, for or because or just here can just mean and, or contrary to what most people think, the anta, the end, literally it means the end, and it's cognate with our English word end, actually. So here it seems the truth of the matter. At the end, people say at the end of the day, this so and so is the correct argument. So the anta, the end of them, the totality of it, meaning seeing things as they really are, is the impression I get of what it means here, because the anta, the end, the true matter of ubhayo, anayo. This is ubhau, nominative form, nominative and accusative. Ubhau, declined in the dual, by the way, it means both. Ubhau, cognate with our English word both, actually. Ubhau, Russian, those who know, is aboy, both. So ubhau and anayo is, so, and the ayo ending is the genitive and locative dual form. So of both is ubhayo. Anayo is also the genitive dual, and it's the genitive dual form of ayam. So ayam, this, anayoh, of these two. So ubhayoh, anayoh means of these two, of both of these. So the end, that's the truth of the matter, of ubhayoh, anayoh, of both of these, namely sat and asat, drishta, has been seen, just is seen or seen. The verb is can be omitted, is omitted here. The end seen, the end has been seen. The truth of the matter has been seen, has been understood. By whom? By tatvadarshibhi, by the reality seers, the seers of truth. So I'll just explain. Let me call up my iPad. Come on, iPad. Here we are. So tat means that. In fact, it's directly cognate with our English word that. And we have as we saw in the last verse, amrita, immortal, amritatva, this suffix twa that makes an abstract noun. So tat, tatwa literally means thatness. So that means the reality of the matter. Incidentally, from sat meaning being, we also have sattva. Originally, sattva seemed to mean the fact of being, but it has come to mean a being, as in a living being. Note incidentally that the words with the suffix twa are almost all neuter, so tatwam. However, by way of exception, sattva, meaning a being, a living being, is actually a masculine noun, sattva. And that is how we get the phrase, not sarvani sattwani, but sarve sattva, all beings. Sarve sattva sukhita bhavantu. May all beings be made happy. So back to tattva now. So tattva, the thatness, mean the reality. I'm looking at tattva darshibhi. So just there you are. Tattva-darshipi, the seers of truth, as you can see things as they really are. I'll just explain the darshibhi. It's from our root drish. So my iPad is playing up a little bit again. Drish. Darsha, seeing. Normally, the act of seeing is either darshana or drishti. Darshana more commonly. But it's something as at the end of a compound, something darshan means a seer of, means one who can see in the sense of one who knows or one who understands. So a tattva-darshan, stem form, the in, tattva-darshan is a reality seer, one who knows the reality. Now, for the declension of these nouns and adjectives in, for example, the accusative darshinam. In the plural, here's the instrumental plural ending bhi. What happens is instrumental plural ending, what happens is the N drops out. Not darshibhi, but darshibhi. So tattvadarshibhi, instrumental plural, by those who see the truth. That is what we find here. The anta, the end, the reality, ubhayo, of both, anayo, them, of both of them, drishta, seen, has been seen, by whom? Tattvadarshibhi, by the thatness seers, by those who understand the truth of the matter. This word api very often means even, but it's sometimes used just as a pure emphatic, just like it could be omitted from the sentence without really offering the meaning. But it may be slightly emphasized that the seers of the truth recognize not only the non-existence of non-being or the non-being of non-existence, not only the the continuing existence of what does exist, but ubhayorapi, even of both. You see, emphasizes the seers of the reality have seen and recognized both of these things. So I'll read it through again. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubhayorapi drishtontas tvanayos tattvadarshibhi. And once more. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubhayorapi drishtontas sorry, I mucked that up. Ubhayorapi drishtontastvanayost tattvadarshibhi. And that's it on this video.